Daniel Lucas, your host. In today's episode, we explore Philippines, a nation defined by water, shaped by fire, and unified by remarkable cultural diversity. Stretching across the western Pacific Ocean, the Philippines is an archipelago of more than 7,600 islands. Positioned at the crossroads of Asia and the Pacific, its geography explains not only its breathtaking landscapes, but also its history, economy, and resilient national character. Equitable growth. The Philippines is the Southeast Asian nation composed of thousands of islands scattered across the western Pacific Ocean. Its geography immediately distinguishes it from continental countries due to its fragmented landmass. The archipelagic nature influences travel, trade, culture, and governance. Water is not a boundary in the Philippines, but connector between communities. Geography defines how Filipinos live, move, and interact. The Philippines consists of more than 7,600 islands, though not all are named or inhabited. These islands vary greatly in size, from large land masses to small coral islets. The islands are grouped for geographic and administrative clarity. This fragmentation creates both opportunity and challenges. Connectivity remains a defining geographic concern. The countries is traditionally divided into three major island groups: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Each group has its own physical and cultural characteristics. Luzon contains the largest land area and the most urbanized regions. The Visayas are known for the inter island seas and historic trade routes. Mindanao features broad plains and mineral rich islands. Luzon dominates the northern portion of the country in both size and population. It contains extensive mountains, ranges, and fertile plains. Volcanic activity has enriched its soils over centuries. Major rivers originate in its highlands and flow toward agricultural regions. Geography has made Luzon the political and economic center. The Visayas from a geographic heart of the Philippines, these regions is characterized by numerous islands separated by narrow seas. Historical, these waters enable trade and cultural exchange. The terrain is less in mountainous than Luzon, but equally diverse. Maritime life strongly shapes Visayan identity. Mindanao lies in the southern portion of the archipelago. It contains some of the most fertile agricultural lands in the country. Large river systems support rice, corn, and fruit productions. Mountain ranges divided lowlands, plains from forested interiors. Geography has made Mindanao strategically and economically significant. The Philippines is located along the Pacific Ring of Fire. The zone is known for intense seismic and volcanic activity. Earthquakes are frequent but often moderate. Volcanoes dominate many landscapes across the islands. Geologically, forces remains active and influential. There are more than 20 active volcanoes in the Philippines. These volcanoes contribute to dramatic scenery and fertile soil. Volcanic eruptions have historically displaced communities at the same time. They have enriched agricultural land. Rich or risk and reward coexist in the physical landscapes. Mountain ranges over much of the Philippines interior. These mountains limit large continuous plains. They also created isolated valleys and communities. Elevation influences climate and vegetations. Mountain shape settlement patterns across islands. One of the most famous mountainous regions is the Cordillera in northern Luzon. It's home of the ancient terraces systems carved into steep slopes. These terraces demonstrate adaptation and rugged terrain. They are sustained by gravity-fed irrigation systems. Geography and culture are inseparable here. Lowland plains are limited to extremely important. These areas support the majority of rice production. Flat terrain allows irrigation and mechanized farming. Plain are often found near river systems. Population density is the highest in these regions. Rivers in the Philippines tend to be short but vital. Mountainous terrain prevent the formation of very long rivers. Despite these rivers provide irrigation and fresh water. They also act as natural transport routes. Flooding is a recurring geographic challenge. Lakes severe importance of ecological and economic roles. They provided fishing grounds and irrigation water. Some lakes are volcanic in origin. Others are formed by unnatural drainage basins. These inland waters support surrounding communities. The Philippines coastline is one of the longest in the world. Nearly every community lives close to the sea. Coastal geography supports fishing and trade. Ports connect islands domestically and internationally. The sea defines national identity. Marine ecosystems in the Philippines are among of the most diverse globally. Coral reefs surrounded many islands. Mangroves protect coastline from erosion. Seagrass beds support marine life. Geography places the country at the center of biodiversity. The tropical climate influences all geographic processes. Temperatures remain warm throughout the year. Rainfall varies by regions and season. Humidity affects agriculture and daily life. Climate and geography are deeply intertwined. The Philippines experiences two primary seasons: the wet season and brings heavy rains and storms. The dry season supports planting and harvesting. Seasonal shift affects transportation and infrastructure. Geography dictates economic rhythm. Typhoons regularly enter in the Philippines area of responsibility. These storms are fueled by warm ocean waters. Coastal and lowland areas are most vulnerable. Mountain regions faces landslide during heavy rain. Disaster preparedness is shaped by geography. Climate change is intensifying geographic risks. Sea levels are rising along low lying coasts. Storms are becoming more unpredictable. Coral reefs face a bleaching and degradation. Geography now demands long-term adaptation. Human settlement patterns like physical geography. Coastal plains and river valleys are densely populated. Mountain interiors are less developed. Islands with limited fresh water face growth constraints, while geography influences where people live. Transportation across islands relies heavily on maritime routes. Ferries connect major and minor islands. Air travel bridges distant regions quickly. Geography increases infrastructure costs. Mobility remains a strategic priority. Cultural diversity mirrors geographic fragmentation. Isolation has preserved unique languages and traditions. Over 100 ethno-linguistic groups exist. Foster local identity, unity is achieved across differences. Agriculture depends heavily on geographic conditions. Fertile soils support rice, coconut, and sugar cane. Rainfall patterns determine crop cycles. Terrain limits large scale farming in some regions. Geography defines food systems. Fishing in the cornerstones of the coastal economies, shallow seas provide abundant resources. Traditional fishing methods persist alongside modern practices. Overfishing threatens sustainability. Stewardship is increasingly important. Forests once covered much of the Philippines. Mountain regions still contain significant forest reserves. Deforestation has altered watersheds and slopes, influences conservation strategies, forests protect soils, the water systems. Mineral resources are unevenly distributed. Mountainous areas contain gold, copper, and nickel. Mining contributes to economic growth. It also poses environmental risks. Geography complicates regulations and access. Urbanization is concentrated in specific regions. Metropolitan areas develop on plains and coastlines. Geography allows ports and trade hubs to flourish. Rural areas remain geographically isolated. Urban growth reshapes landscapes. Manila's location illustrates geographic advantage. It sits along the natural harbor. Surrounding plains support food supply. Coastal access enabled colonial trade. Geography made its capital. Tourism thrived because natural geography, beaches, mountains, and reefs attract visitors. Scenic landscapes are globally recognized. Geography supports ecotourism initiatives. Protections and developments must balance. Island geography encourages adaptability. Communities rely on local resources. Interdependence is common across regions. Self-sufficiency remains valued, fosters resilience. Education and infrastructure vary by regions. Remote islands face access challenges. Geography complicates services delivery. Technology helps bridge this distance. Spatial inequality remains a concern. Energy production is influenced by geography. Hydropower relies on rivers and rainfall. Geothermal energy taps volcanic zones. Solar potential is high due to latitude. Geography offers diverse options. Food security is tied to environmental stability. Climate disruptions affect harvests. Geography determines vulnerability. Adaptive farming is increasingly necessary. Sustainability is geographically driven. The Philippines' position influences regional relations. It lies along major sea routes. Geography shapes trade and security. Proximity to neighbors affect diplomacy. Location matters geopolitically. Natural hazards are part of a daily life. Earthquakes, volcanoes, and storms coexist. Communities integrate risk awareness. Geography teaches preparedness. Resilience is cultural. Traditional architecture reflects climate and terrain. Homes are elevated in flood prone areas. Materials suit tropical conditions. Design responds to geography. Culture adapts to place. Island ecosystems are fragile. Small changes have large impacts. Geography limits recovery speed. Conversation requires careful planning. Balance is essential. Water management is growing challenges. Some islands faces scarcity, rainfall distribution is uneven, geography demands localized solutions, infrastructure must adapt. Transportation corridors follow natural routes. Roads wind through mountains, passes. Ports align with sheltered bays. Geography guides infrastructure design, nature sets boundaries. Economic development reflects spatial advantage. Coastal cities grow faster, interior regions lag behind. Geography shapes opportunity, policy must address imbalance. Cultural festivals often celebrated land and sea. Harvest cycles follow seasons. Fishing traditions honor marine life. Geography influences belief systems, play shapes meaning. Education increasingly incorporates environmental awareness. Students learn about hazards early. Geography becomes a practical knowledge. Awareness serves or saves lives. Learning is location based. Urban planning must consider geographic risk. Flood zones, restrict development, seismic design standards are essential. Geography informs policy. Safety depends on planning. Migration patterns reflect geographic pressure. Limited land pushes people outward. Overseas work supplements livelihoods. Geography influences population movement. Opportunity powers spaces. Island identity fosters strong community bonds. Cooperation ensures survival. Geography encourages mutual resilience, social cohesion, and reinforce. Environment shapes society. Technological advances reduce geographic barriers. Communications links remote islands. Digital tools expand access. Geography still matters. Distance is redefined. Environmental protection is now a national priority. Coastal defenses protect communities. Reforestation stabilizes terrain and demands stewardship. Sustainability is essential. Future development must respect geographic limits. Overuse leads to disaster. Smart growth aligns with terrain and guides long-term planning. Balance ensures survival. The Philippines demonstrates human adaptation to nature. People adjust to land and sea. Geography tests resilience constantly. Culture evolves in response. Survival becomes strength. In conclusion, the Philippines is living geography lessons. Its islands, mountains, and seas and climate shape every aspect of life. Physical and human geography are inseparable. Understanding place explains identity. Geography 101 finds the Philippines both complex and compelling. And I'm your host, Daniel Lucas. Once again, thank you so much for listening and watching. Please listen to Geography 101 wherever you listen to your podcasts. Welcome, people. See you soon.